What's up guys, Duck Opinion here, and this is my Ice Station Z video review. And so this music at the beginning of it got like copyrighted and they wouldn't post my video. I tried to fight it for a few days, but they still won't release it, so I'm just going to cut it out and re-upload it. I apologize for the wait, but here we go.
Now this game is by Wobbly Tooth, the solo indie video game developer and publisher. Now I love these guys. I've covered a few of their games such as Battle Miner Z and The Magic Hammer. They're one of my favorite indie developers, and one of their best games in my opinion was Ice Station Z on Nintendo 3DS. Now we reviewed it and covered that game. We had a great time, but now we all moved over to the Switch, and I want to go over how Ice Station Z runs on the Switch and how it also runs on the computer with enhanced graphics and better FPS. So let's get into it. So this game will set you back about $4.99 on both the PC Steam and Nintendo Switch. And I want to throw a disclaimer out there. They did give me a review code for Nintendo Switch, but I did buy it for PC to support them. And I didn't much like it on Switch because I'm a bit spoiled with my RTX 3070, and I just love stuff like this. Enhanced graphics, like 100 FPS, and honestly on Switch, it runs a bit slow and it lags, but you know, if that's all you have, I still think it's well worth it. And if you're not used to an RTX 3060, you'll probably enjoy it, especially if you're used to the old 3DS title. But if you can get it on PC, 100% get it on PC, it's a lot better. But let's get into the gameplay. So the mini games are still there, and to be honest, they're as fun as ever. Some don't have a good enough tutorial, and the whole game, I say, for the first hour is just kind of making mistakes and learning how the mechanics work. You will die a few times and notice that you lose all your stuff, so you're getting the habit of dropping stuff when you're about to die so you don't lose it. You get in the habit of mastering the sleeping, the keyboard. You learn how to put in the gas into the tank, which is something that the first time you do it, you might lose the whole tank because you have to do it kind of quick, and if you don't notice it, it doesn't have really good tutorials. But it's not a very difficult game. Once you start learning the mechanics and finding shotgun and shotgun shells and start getting better clothes to help you from the cold and to help you getting hit, it really becomes pretty simple. You can hear the zombies coming, the sound's good, it's really good sound effects to the bird chirping, so you can look up and blast them so you can get food. For the dogs that also bark, to where it has very good sounds for the shotgun, the pistol, the helicopter. The sound overall, it's pretty amazing. Now I gotta tell you, this game can be pretty addicting. You can just start off, be like, okay, I'm gonna see what this game's about, and the next thing you notice, you're just stacking water in a corner, you have a whole bunch of food, 5 hours has passed by, you're flying a helicopter around, and you're like, wow, where'd the time go? Because this game is really fun overall. It's not as much as a hardcore survival where it's just every little step you take can get you killed, but it's more of a fun survival. We can go around and find snowmen to collect. You can find little Ice Station Z figurines to collect. And I think overall, besides surviving, it can be really fun to go find all the helicopters, repair them, go fly them to one spot, get all the vehicles, get all the puppies, get all the weapons, and just kind of have your own personal base. Once you start finding all the bases on the map, it becomes really fun and amazing, especially when you add the fact that it also has a multiplayer. You can play with your friends online, and that's super fun. Having a buddy be like, hey, go pick up the helicopter or pick me up over here, and you guys can just fly around and collect stuff and really lose yourself into the night having a ball playing together. And I think that's one of the best ways to experience this game. So now let's get into a little bit of negative stuff. What could this game use to be a bit better? And here's a couple of criticisms and why it lost a couple of points in this review. For starters, this really is a port of Ice Station Z, just with better graphics and better way of life improvements for Switch and for PC. But the main thing, it's the same map, the same location, and honestly, I would love to see this game sell good and inspire the team to make an Ice Station Z 2, and maybe instead of ice, it could be something not in a cold area. How about maybe a hot area? How about maybe like a different biomes? I would really love to see different biomes with different rides, more things to collect, and I think that'd be amazing. How about you actually have missions with NPCs? Maybe I walk up here to a house and he's like, hey, I need this food delivered, but I'm hurt. Can you please deliver it over here to my wife? It puts a marker out there. You go deliver it, and maybe they give you currency. The currency you can use to actually buy items instead of just having to find them. Hey, these are great ideas, and I think this would make the game a lot better. But seeing how this is just a port, it does feel a little bit old to me because I played it so much, but I will say I still think it's worth jumping into just for the enhanced graphics alone, and it's still just addicting. But that's just a little bit of criticism to give you a perspective from both sides. So let's rally up the numbers and let's get to the score. So, you know, there's a lot of games that come out, such as like Grand Theft Auto Definitive Edition, to where they tried, but they didn't have enough time. They really dropped the ball, and they didn't really represent the game as good as it should. In a few months, it might be patched enough, but at least with this game, it takes me back. It takes me back to the simpler times with 3DS. It takes me back to all the fun I had reviewing it and covering it, and even playing it with friends. And I think that nostalgia trip is worth it alone. And if you haven't played it, you're in for a treat. So I do highly recommend everyone picking this up if this is your type of game. If you like the open world, survival, zombie type game, this is definitely a game that I think you guys should get. It's super cheap and well worth the money. And let's be completely honest, if I had to score it from 1 to 10, I would give it an 8. It loses a couple points on it being the same game. I would just adore a new map with some new weapons, with mission structures, with NPCs. These kind of things would improve it more, and I would even pay more than $5 for it. So overall, I think an 8 out of 10 is amazing. It's highly addictive. I very much recommend it, and I think you all should pick it up. So there you have it. That was my video review for Ice Station Z. And if the developers are watching, what do you guys think about making a sequel with maybe some mission structures, a different type of map that's not so cold, new rides, new weapons? I think it would do really, really good. And I think you guys could just keep going forward and improve the game overall in a sequel, and you could sell it for double the price. I would happily pay $10 for, you know, more improvements, a new map, a better mini games, new systems for vehicles. I think it'd be amazing. But thank you guys so much for watching my video review. I put a lot of time into working this, so I hope you guys enjoy it. If you have any questions or any criticism, please leave it in the comments below, and please like and subscribe for more Ice Station Z videos coming soon on the only channel where ducks can fly. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you Wobbly Tooth for making this amazing game and hooking up a review code. You guys rock. And I'll see you guys in the next chapter